Hi guys, this is Gardening on the West Fork, the February garden. It's so exciting today. The sun is out, it's 50 some degrees, and it's time to get out and start walking through your gardens, particularly if you're in zone 6, where it's been cold and nasty. And this week it's been beautiful that I've actually been able to get out on Monday this week. And you'll see that video before this one comes up, but I want to show you the changes that have happened even since Monday. But as you look closer, we're out here to show you what's happening. This is February. You can see the buds on the lilac. They've all popped out in the last week or so. Of course, I'll have to keep an eye on it because it gets really, our weather really changes. And then on my blueberry bush, you can see the buds on it. Now in February, we'll be trimming. I'll go in. I need to prune all the dead off of this is the time to trim back your blueberry bushes, to trim your deciduous trees. And I'll get to that later in February. But come on down the stairs and we'll go to the garden I just cleaned off. And you can see I can see changes that happened since Monday, Reg. And it looks so much nicer with the weeds gone, and the hellebores have all been cleaned off. But what I've noticed, Reg, on this hellebore, it's starting to leaf out already. And we just put this new compost out on Monday. And today is Wednesday. So in a couple days, so much has happened. And I noticed that my primroses, they were laying flat from all the cold weather.
Yeah, they sure look a lot better.
And look at them. They're standing. You can look over around there and they're standing straight up. They've improved so much just with these warming temperatures. And I think I saw over here beginnings. I better be careful because there's all kinds of stuff. I hate walking on my good soil, but I can see my peonies starting to come out of the ground. It's wonderful. Here it is, February 8th. And daffodils. The squirrel lilies, I don't know what'll happen with them. But get out. That's what we're doing today. We're going to get out and see what's happening. Nothing's going on with my larkspur yet. I've looked in the jars. I don't see any little sprouts yet, but it's early. I bet in the next week or two, because we have 10 days of this nice warm weather, that we're going to see the sprouts for the larkspur. But come on down. I'm going to point out everything that I've noticed just in a day's time. Over here with my black tower elderberry, I can see the buds coming out on it too. They're dark, Reg, so they don't look like.
Yeah, I can see.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Look at that. I love it. It looks beautiful against this fence, particularly after I clean it in the spring. But you know, I use the magic eraser, guys. Magic eraser cleans all of this green, what is that? Is that
mold?
Mold, mildew, whatever. Cleans it right off. It doesn't take but maybe 30 minutes. So come on down. Oh, you can see the
it's the Japanese maple.
Japanese maple. I'm so excited I forget the names of everything. But look how red you can just see the life in it. Everything's going to burst. You can see those little bud heads. Pachysandra, what I love about this ground cover, it stays evergreen, and it is so beautiful. I love Pachysandra in this area. And look, you can see it's getting ready to, it's little bloom heads. So much has happened in 3 days. What I did do, I did go ahead the day that I cleaned off that top garden, and I weeded everything, and now's the time to do it. I went along the edges of my borders, cleaned them up a little bit. You can still see some little tufts of grass, but I cleaned up a lot of it because it'll make it so much easier as you go through. But what I found by cleaning off more of the areas, I noticed a bloom on the primrose. I came over here and I cleaned off the dead leaves. Look at this white primrose. Already I'm going to have a bloom on it, and I bet there's several. Look at that. I know. Hopefully all of those will bloom too. But I also noticed my tulips, maybe it's not in this bed, are coming back. Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, here's the tulips. Now, when I saw these tulips coming up on Monday, they weren't up this high.
No.
I got my deer fence out and I sprayed the tops because the deer love tulips. I'm not planting any more tulips. These have been here 3 years. They won't eat your daffodils, but they love the tulips. So I got out and sprayed the tops of them. Now's the time too. You know, my another nemesis are these little wild onions. And if I had my little digger, I'd be down in there digging that out, because now's the time to get those out.
You
That's
got your digger right there.
yeah.
She likes to dig.
Clayton Taylor. Remember that summer we took care of Clayton Taylor's gardens for
Yeah.
him? All of those wild onions we dug.
Oh, that's
I
all
mean,
we did for
That's
that.
all we did. Got his gardens in good shape. But as we come on up here, you can see
See?
more
Look
daffodils.
at
Yes, see, she's digging, but she doesn't know what she's digging for. The other thing I cleaned off were my the name's gonna foxgloves. What I went through, you can see there was a lot of dead on this foxglove. I cleared it off, and you can see the new growth that's right around that. Oh, here's that weed, Reg. That
Chickweed?
that chickweed. Yeah, pull it out whenever you can. But I see all kinds of new little foxgloves that I should probably come in and transplant these out from around my irises and get them back in that border. That's what I'll do. Not right now, but I will get that done. Let me put my garbage right there. I noticed too that I have tulips coming up over here. So I went in and I sprayed my liquid fence. You can see the tulips coming up. And I'm glad to see they're returning, because we have moles and voles and cats and dig up all of those things. It's just exciting times. What else I noticed just when I walked down here before I got you to come out? Look at this. Look at these daffodils.
Oh, wow.
I
They're
know.
almost ready to bloom.
These are the early ones, and I've mentioned in a couple other
Let
videos
me
that...
get in there a little closer.
Come on in closer. Be careful where you're stepping. Please and thank you. But these little daffodils, oh wait, and this is a hyacinth.
Oh,
I didn't see
now.
that earlier. Look at that.
Isn't this exciting?
Look at this. Now, this is a foxglove that I didn't clean off. So I'm going to pull some of that off. Look at these hyacinths. I forgot I even had them down in here. But these are the early... Oh, I think this... I don't know for sure if that's my last year's larkspur coming up there. I won't show that on camera because I'm not sure what the leaf looks like. But these daffodils are the early ones, and I love them, except that we're going to probably get... I mean, they're showing snow in 10 days, snow flurries. And then their little heads fall down. So I've gone to the medium blooms and the late blooming daffodils. But it's fun to have a bunch of
early bloomers, yeah.
daffodils,
Yeah.
so that we can have some blooms. And oh yeah, I think back there are my giant globe. I'll think of that and put it on the... I'll think of it. The deer haven't eaten any more on my evergreen here. I've sprayed it 2 or 3 times.
It looks like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
We'll just see.
Look at that.
I might have to put... I don't know. I'll put a little fertilizer and see what it does. The river looks beautiful. We should sit out here this evening, Reg, and maybe toast February. I am all about love, the month. Yeah, I get this out once a year, whether I need to or not. But anyhow, let's keep on walking. Oh, look what else has started blooming, Reg. Little snowdrops. Sue Lily, and I did a video with her last year. She brought these to me. I have a clump here and a clump over there. I never had little snowdrops until now. And I'll keep dividing these out because they'll be beautiful under this willow tree. But you can see daffodils popping everywhere. I planted a lot of late and mid-season in this area. I have... What else coming up? Oh, I noticed... The other thing you need to start noticing are your roses, your climbing roses especially. And I just looked over here before you came out, Reg, and this one is starting to show some life. There's daffodils in here. Be careful. But I can see buds on these. So now's the time for me to get in here and start cutting back on these branches. I want everything going up. So anything that's coming down, I'm going to cut back. that's for a whole different video, but that gives me, it makes me excited I get to do that. It just means spring is coming even sooner. The white violets should start showing some bloom soon too. This is filled. The other ground cover I love are the white violets. They just bloom all season long for us. And this tree gives it so much shade. And they help hold the moisture in the soil. You know, any ground cover protects you from having to put out extra mulch. I leave the leaves on this bed or the mulch and the nutrients for this whole shade garden. I don't do much to it at all. I've got daffodils coming up here. That's a pot waiting to be filled. And I noticed on my iceberg rose that it's starting to show buds too. So I'm going to have to get on top of this. It needs, I have a video from last year and boy, I cut it back, thought it would never come out, but they love, your climbing roses love that heavy prune. And once you do it and then you see the blooms that you have on this repeats bloom too. It's well worth the time and energy. And this will be so much easier than last year's. That took me quite a while last year, but I knew how. This is another wonderful ground cover, my creeping phlox. Oh, and they're beautiful.
Oh, when it blooms,
it's beautiful. It's
gorgeous,
spectacular. Yeah. And I have those in so many areas. Anyway, that's what's happening. The daffodils, it's time. I need to do a little more cleanup on everything. But I just had to share
the garlic?
The garlic, it's okay. It took another hit with that 9-degree weather. But as I said, they say the roots are there. Even though these stems have browned out, they should pop right up. So I'm trusting that to happen. It's happened before. And we'll be able to dig those out in July and see how big they get this year. But get out and do those basic things. I need to cut off my sedum, old sedums. So I have a lot of things to do in the next few days. And that's it. In my February garden, everything's starting. Do you have a question?
No.
I thought you had a question.
Well, no, I would just say if you cut that sedum off, save it.
Yeah, I know. Because I think we'll save it.
Dry.
It's already dried.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might work in a dried arrangement of some kind.
I think it would too. But I need to cut, but I will cut that back. You can see all the little.
I can see new growth already on
there.
Yeah.
So I need to get in and do those things. But I thought everyone, I want to inspire you to get out in your gardens and take a look at what's happened just this week here in Western West Virginia, Zone 6, on the river. Go in your backyards, take a look, weed while you're out there looking too. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.